Hey, 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 welcome back. Let's get started here. Tell another story from the tarot. Just like seeing it. Let's get it started. I'm gonna pull the cards this time, one at a time, and see what comes out. See what we can get from it. Maybe hopefully there's something in there for you, all of you. I don't know what's happening. All right, here we go. Ooh, Ten of Wands came out first. We got somebody's carrying something on their shoulders. You're almost done, but it's all there. You know, something interesting about this card I'm picking up on right now is the house in the back, right? The house in the back there, going somewhere, right? So it's all this stuff you feel on your shoulders, right? It's all on you, going somewhere. There's something important. And in these wands he's carrying, one of them right in the middle. Which one? This one, right here. Yeah. This one right here in the middle. That's the important one, right? Now, what's important to us, it gets a little convoluted sometimes when there's so much, right? There's so much. But it is interesting to note in this card that there is one that appears different right now. Well, at least that's what I'm getting from the card. There's something that's the most important. And you just got to sift through all the other things that you got on your back in order to really find that one, because you can't carry all those forever. You just can't. Even no matter where you're going, even if it's for the best, most righteous purpose ever. Sometimes we got to put things down and we got to pick what's the most important. Okay, next up, we got the Ten of Cups. So I love the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is about choosing to be happy. It's about that, that the inner abundance to just make that choice. Be like, all right, whatever. I'm going to be happy. And so it seems like that's what you're carrying them for. You're carrying all this stuff on you because that's what you want. You want that Ten of Cups. And so the way you're doing it is just by doing it all yourself. Tell you that doesn't end up that well most of the time. You can carry stuff by yourself for a little while, but eventually you gotta come up with some kind of strategy to delegate. It's very important. Oh, we got the Fool card. We're starting off on a brand new journey. Yeah. Carrying this weight for this long with this beautiful goal ahead of you is causing like a major reconstruction of ideals, right? What's important to you, what's not important to you, where you want to go versus where you don't want to go. You wouldn't have learned all that unless you carried all that weight by yourself. And that's those are some of the most important lessons that we learn, right? I mean, carrying too much, thinking that we have to, stuck to some ideal of who we think we are. Yeah. Mm. But it doesn't feel so good right now. The new beginning, it doesn't come with glorious celebrations. Sometimes they begin very quietly on the inside, and we've got the Three of Cups reversed. So that could be a lonely start. It could be a lonely start. Let's see what's next. Then the Emperor. The Emperor is last. And so it doesn't matter, right? If there's no big surprise, it doesn't matter if there's no big celebration, big hoo-ha. You're the only one who knows that you were carrying all that stuff. And you're the only one who knows why you're doing it. And you're the only one who's going to start this new path or this new phase of your life. But this time, it's not aimed at the choice to be happy. This time, it's aimed at the Emperor. right? And so that's saying something. That's saying something about what this person wants, right? They don't just want to choose to be happy. The choice to be happy is so elusive, right? We could choose a number of things, right? Um, but I mean, the Ten of Cups just by itself, I know it represents just like this inner abundance and everyone's happy. You got the kids dancing over the hill and everything like that. But maybe it's not always a bad idea to push yourself to places that you've never gone to try to become someone you've never been. Maybe that's important, you know? Maybe this Ten of Cups just represents being happy resting on your laurels, you know? And it hurts. It hurts. You know, it's from getting it hurts to start this new journey. There's so much realization, right? There's so much internal stuff chonking around up there, clickety clanking around up there that just don't feel good. But when we're trying to embody emperor energy, those are the necessary changes that we have to go through, you know, to boss up for whatever we're doing. Let's do some clarification. Okay. Okay. So you got the Two of Cups to clarify the Ten of Wands. It's like the reason we're keeping it on our shoulders, and the reason we're just carrying on, and the reason why we're pushing towards is because we think that that new beginning is with that Ten of Cups. We think it is on the current path that we're on, right? And we got the Two of Cups right underneath it, right underneath the Ten of Wands, that burden, saying like I am carrying this for somebody, something, right? Some type of alignment. But that Ten of Cups that's disguised as a fool or the seeker in this one, it's called the seeker. Um, it's disguised as it. It's not actually. It's not actually the new beginning. The new beginning comes after we see the journey within the Ten of Cups, right? I make a decision to be happy, but then once I'm in that happiness, I have to do things about it in order to maintain that, right? So, I mean, a good example would be like when you start escaping, right, to like drugs, you use them and they work very well. You know, you could sit in the couch all day and binge watch YouTube and you could just be happy as a jitterbug. But if you don't go and maintain that to the best of your ability, the best your body will allow you to, you know, then it's not anything real. And that's what I think what this is saying. And this is saying, so we were in that, right? We carried it. And now we're like, yeah, this is it. But then in the back of our heads, we know today this can't be it because it's still too soon. And I still don't feel the way that I want to feel in this Ten of Cups energy, even though everything is hunky dory. Because in the new, like the new path, and like it's a little esoteric, but the inner like realization that we're not at the ending point, even though we've reached that goal. We see the crane bag, right? And now this is kind of like an oracle card within this deck. And the crane bag represents having to dig into like the underworld, right? It's like bag of the underworld, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I'm pretty sure. You know, because it's like, you know, the crane comes when things are dead, or it's the crane, or when, you know, it's the stork, people are alive, right? Yeah, it's the crane. And so this is like, no, none of this stuff I've been doing and none of this stuff I've been carrying is getting me to that point that I want to be, and that's that's an interview, the alignment with our choices, the happiness we feel over things we've done rather than, guilt or remorse. And, even though this process is not a fun process, what the story is telling us is that in the quiet times of reflection about all this stuff, right? About all of these things that you still might need to do in order to really enjoy what it is that you worked so hard to get. We see the King of Cups, right? Ard Ri of Usis, King of Cups. And so that's kingly status in itself. Allowing yourself to stay in that mindset of figuring things out and looking at things you don't want to look at and not celebrating victories that have passed, or not celebrating this inner like enlightenment. This isn't a painful enlightenment, this is one that's like smacking you in the face, but it's saying that existing within that smack is being kingly. It's being like the most highly expressed self of your emotions. It's stable. It's emotional stability, because you practice being in those negative feelings and not being negative about them. That's good. It's good practice. And then next, we get to a nice, beautiful end. We've got the Emperor, obviously, and it's clarified by the Princess of Wands, or the Anir of Time. So the Princess of Wands. And I think that's just so beautiful, because it shows that like that Emperor energy that we want to embody, it still has the childlike passion and the childlike ideas and innocence, of a page. So we can reach a state that we're happy with while knowing we still have more to grow and still exist in contentment in that feeling, because now we're on the right track. Now we're on the right track. Just jumped all over the place. Maybe next time I should pull both rows at a time. Anyway, let me know if you liked it. Have a great day.